Today on Channel 8 News, guns coming to campus. See what is being done and being said here at Kansas State.
You can also find out how Manhattan is working to become a more bicycle-friendly city.
Our viewing area is currently under a severe thunderstorm warning and tornado watch until 9 p.m. Keep updated with us later in our newscast.
This is KKSU-LD, covering Manhattan, Riley County, and the Flint Hills, broadcasting in high definition from Kansas State University. You're watching Channel 8 News.
Welcome into Channel 8 News. I'm Avery Osen.
And I'm Callie Ogborn. We start today's show with a situation that is present at college campuses across the country: sexual assault. 2 Kansas State University students are suing the university, claiming that the administration did not handle their sexual assault allegations properly. In the 2 lawsuits, K-State students were allegedly sexually assaulted at fraternity houses. Both women reported to be raped by fellow students. Tessa Farmer and Sarah Weckhorst informed the university of the allegations. After reporting to Kansas State officials, as stated in the suits, the institute did not follow up with any investigation because the occurrences happened off campus. In government documentation obtained by Channel 8 News, the women say that K-State did not comply to Title IX. Title IX states no person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity receiving federal financial assistance. Both women's suits cite that under Title IX, if a student files a complaint with the school, regardless of where the conduct occurred, the school must process the complaint in accordance with its established procedures. The women allege they were also failed by policies at K-State. The university policy prohibiting discrimination, harassment, sexual violence, and stalking covers employees, students, applicants for employment or admission, contractors, vendors, visitors, guests, and participants in the university-sponsored programs or activities. The academic or work relationship sometimes extends beyond the university campus and after university work or class hours. Off-campus occurrences that are not related to university-sponsored programs or activities are investigated under this policy only if those occurrences relate to discrimination, harassment, or retaliation alleged on campus. Although these women feel targeted, K-State administration released a statement to all press saying the university does not discuss litigation matters in the media, nor do we publicly discuss individual reports of discrimination, including sexual violence. Last week, however, a letter from Vice President of Student Life and Dean of Students, Pat Bosco, was published by K-State today on April 22nd, addressed to the K-State community. It read, "At K-State, we have taken many steps to educate the university community about prevention, how to respond, and many resources available to students and employees." K-State is now under investigation by the U.S. Department of Education for mishandling sexual cases.
Say hello to the new Mr. President at Kansas State University, at least for the time being. On April 20th, the Kansas Board of Regents introduced General Richard B. Myers as the interim president. He will be replacing Kirk Schultz, who accepted the presidential position at Washington State University. Although General Myers does not wish to be president long term, he said he is honored to be accepted into the current position.
I think one day you come back and be even interim president of Kansas State University, and I mean, who would have guessed that? I mean, thank goodness most of those professors have now, they've moved to Florida, so they can't comment on this. But I'm really proud to be here, privileged to be here. I look forward to working with you and to continue on what Kirk and Noel built and take K-State to even greater heights. And I appreciate your support. Thank you.
General Myers reaffirmed there won't be major changes. He said, as the interim president, it's not about muscle movement, it's about continuing what is going on.
Every year, K-State hosts projects across campus. Last week, a group of freshman students collaborated on the Manhappiness Project with the slogan, "It's the Little Things." The project hosted events each day of the week-long campaign. Each day of the week offered a new theme to spread kindness. Students were encouraged to pay for a fellow Wildcats coffee or snack on campus, or even write thank you notes to faculty members. Even though the week is over, the project prompts students to continue spreading happiness throughout campus.
You know, this is our first year and it's kind of about getting the whole idea out there, and people are, as we go through the week, I think more and more each day we're getting more involvement, just either through Twitter or people actually coming to some of the events we have, and hopefully we'll be able to continue this either after the week ends throughout the end of the year or even next year, starting it again and having a second week to go.
I don't know about you, Avery, but if somebody paid for my coffee, that would probably make my whole week.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes, like they said, it's the little things that really make a difference in someone's day.
Absolutely.
Coming up next on Channel 8 News, learn what is going behind the scenes as K-State prepares for the open carry firearms on campus. We'll be right back.
Land Grant University, entrusted with serving the needs of our communities and world through the nation's most important research and testing. We don't cater to what's popular. We come together to find out what's next, what will save lives and better the world. Since 1863, our values haven't changed, but our methods have. What defines a land-grant university? Community, progress, you.
I'm Ngọc Trân from Đà Lạt, Việt Nam.
I'm Raphael from St. Mary's, Kansas.
Mình nói cả tiếng Việt và tiếng Anh.
I only speak one language, unless you count Pig Latin. Oh, you don't? Okay, one language.
I'm new to K-State and want to experience everything I can in Manhattan.
I'm hungry. Do you want to go eat some ice cream?
Sure.
Become an international buddy today and develop new friendships and experience different cultures.
How do you say Wabash in your language?
What's a Wabash?
I'm a dog person.
I'm a sports fan.
An artist.
Working full-time.
I am the future.
I am finishing my bachelor's degree.
Getting my master's.
Becoming professionally certified. I am a student.
I'm on my way.
And I am global.
Kansas State University's global campus is your connection to learn online, develop professionally, and connect globally. Go online for more information about K-State's global campus.
Welcome back to Channel 8 News. Like it or not, Callie, guns are making their way onto K-State's campus.
Concealed carry of firearms will be legal on campus beginning July 1st, 2017. The university is currently exploring how to prepare for that event.
Committees made up of students, faculty, and staff who are both for and against guns on campus have been meeting to discuss how K-State will comply with state law concerning concealed carry when the university's exemption expires next year. A current proposal to educate students on safety concerning firearms has been proposed, similar to the online sexual assault prevention training currently required by students. Committee member Derek Cox says that both sides of this controversial issue are being examined, pointing to universities that have already gone through this process allowing concealed carry, like Utah and Arizona State.
Right now on campus, we've had no shootings from those people. Those same people are going to be the same ones that are carrying when it's legal. A lot of people are really apprehensive about it, about the change of law, because they feel like there's just going to be guns everywhere. I don't think that's the case. I think there's going to be less people than they think carrying, and if they're doing it properly, you won't even.
Cox has also recommended that a course on firearm safety be taught for anyone who is interested in concealed carry or is concerned about gun safety.
Not everyone is so positive about allowing conceal and carry on campus, however. Distinguished Professor of Family Studies Sandra Stith was a professor at Virginia Tech during the shooting that occurred on that campus in 2007. Stith decided to voice her opinion to the Collegian after a conversation with campus visitors about conceal and carry during K-State's open house.
Kind of shaken, actually, by the whole thing, because my mind was still thinking about April 16th, 9 years ago, and thinking about the guns that are going to be more prevalent on our campus, and just the terrible experience of going to funerals. And the whole idea that I'm sitting there quietly saying thank you for sharing, when I might end up going to funerals here with everybody dressed in wildcat purple, and just kind of broke my heart.
Bad weather may be heading towards Manhattan. We'll send it to Catherine Curtis in the Channel 8 newsroom. Wait, was that a...
Here in Kansas, we can never predict the weather as it's changing rapidly. We're experiencing thunder Hail that is pea-sized to quarter-sized. I'll have you updated later in my weather forecast.
Land Grant University, entrusted with serving the needs of our communities and world through the nation's most important research and testing. We don't cater to what's popular. We come together to find out what's next, what will save lives and better the world. Since 1863, our values haven't changed, but our methods have. What defines a land-grant university? Community, progress, you.
I'm Ngọc Trân from Đà Lạt, Vietnam.
I'm Raphael from St. Mary's, Kansas.
Mình nói cả tiếng Việt và tiếng Anh.
I only speak one language, unless you count pig Latin. Oh, you don't? Okay, one language.
I'm new to K-State and want to experience everything I can in Manhattan.
I'm hungry. Do you want to go eat some ice cream?
Sure.
Become an international buddy today and develop new friendships and experience different cultures.
How do you say Wabash in your language?
What's a Wabash?
I'm a dog person.
I'm a sports fan.
An artist.
Working full-time.
I am the future.
I am finishing my bachelor's degree.
Getting my master's.
Becoming professionally certified. I'm a student.
I'm on my way.
And I am global.
Kansas State University's global campus is your connection to learn online, develop professionally, and connect globally. Go online for more information about K-State's global campus.
Welcome back to Channel 8 News. As the weather warms up, Cali, more people take to two wheels rather than four to get around here in Manhattan. Channel 8 News reporter Katie Johnston is in our studio with Brian Hardiman from the Manhattan Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee. Katie?
Thanks so much, Avery. Yeah, you're right. I'm here with Brian. And tell me, Bicycle Advisory Committee, tell me a little bit about what that is.
Well, the City of Manhattan has had a bicycle master plan. It was adopted probably in the late 90s, and then not a lot happened with it for a while. But part of that plan was to create an advisory committee that would recommend issues to the various parts of the city that actually make the decisions, like City Commission and Public Works and the City Manager's Office. So in the late 2000s, I believe, I don't remember the exact year, the committee was finally formed, and it's made up of about 9 or 10, I think it's 10 now, community members from both, counties, city members, there's at-large members, business members, there's a K-State member, so it's intended to be a representation of many people in the community, just to give advice to the city about where we should go with our bicycle infrastructure.
And now you're obviously on that committee. Can you tell me a little bit about the work that you've been doing through the committee and making, I hear that we were talking earlier and you said you're trying to work to make the community a lot safer. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, it's all part of it. There's a lot of issues. Safety is obviously always one of them. When we started, we really didn't have a lot. We had a couple of streets in town that were marked as bike routes. So part of our job was to look at the network and the old bicycle master plan and decide what makes sense for people trying to get around by bike in Manhattan. And part of that is to look, we kind of shifted our focus from the sort of aggressive A biker that, is at home on any sort of a busy street to what we consider the B biker, which is sort of me going out with my 8-year-old daughter and being able to feel safe in the bicycle network, whether that's on a paved trail like Linear Trail or in what we're putting in now, which are called drawing a blank on you there in the interview, yes.
Yeah,
Bicycle Boulevard.
But you're making the community a lot safer for the pedestrians that are biking. And unfortunately, we're actually out of time here for today. But Brian was telling me about all these exciting events going on during May, which is actually the bicycle month for the City of Manhattan. And you can check all those out at thecityofmhk.com/bike month. Avery, Callie?
Thank you, Katie. I do have to say, I love riding my bike around town. Manhattan is a wonderful place to ride bikes. It is pretty hilly, and it's awesome, especially when the weather is nice, which incidentally is not today.
Yeah, we'll have to go over to our weatherwoman, Catherine Curtis, who will tell us if any biking weather is ahead of us. It doesn't look like today, though, Catherine.
Thank you. Let's take a look at our national map. Here we are experiencing clouds up in Seattle and sun down in Los Angeles. And on the northeast, we're also experiencing clouds all the way down into the southeast as well. Moving into the Midwest, we are experiencing some severe weather here as well. Moving into the national temperatures map, Kansas map, we have 66 in the western Kansas and 74 in southwestern Kansas. And to the southeast, we have 66 in northeastern Kansas and 76 down to the southeast. And right here, we're experiencing 78 degrees. However, we are experiencing some severe weather storms right now as well. Moving into our 5-day forecast, we have 74 tomorrow, 68 on Thursday, 66 on Friday, 68 on Saturday, and 65 on Sunday. It looks like we're experiencing mild weather here all week long. But right now we are currently in a tornado warning for our viewing area. Riley County has issued a tornado warning. And now we're back to you guys at the desk.
Yeah, thanks for that update, Catherine. We will be giving you more updates as the show goes on about the tornado warning happening right here in Manhattan right now. Whenever we come back from the break, though, we'll have sports with Andrew Shores as he recaps a busy weekend in sports. Keep it here.
I'm Kathleen from Meiningen, Germany.
I'm Ginger from Overland Park, Kansas.
I've traveled to London and saw the Parliament, studied in Mexico City, spent the summer in Austria, went skiing in the Alps. Oh, and I visited the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Well, I've been to the world's largest ball of twine.
Can we go?
Of course!
Become an international buddy today and develop new friendships and experience different cultures.
Up next, the world's deepest hand-dug well.
Is it near the Grand Canyon?
Kenya, Africa. A baby elephant is trapped in a waterhole. Researchers rush to the rescue, and a 400-pound baby elephant and its agitated, dangerous mother are finally reunited. One of those researchers is K-State alumnus Mark Sowers. While at K-State, he used telemetry to study bison on the Konza Prairie Biological Station, a skill he now uses to study and help elephants, his lifelong dream. That's the Wildcat way.
I am an artist.
I'm an explorer.
A parent.
Working full-time.
I am the future.
I'm finishing my bachelor's degree.
Getting my master's.
Becoming professionally certified.
I'm a student.
I'm on my way.
And I am global.
Kansas State University's global campus is your connection to learn online, develop professionally, and connect globally. Go online for more information about K-State's global campus.
K-State football isn't the only team looking to have a great performance in Bill Snyder Family Stadium this fall. Channel 8 News reporter Liz Heath has more on the renovations of K-State's marching band.
Phase 3B of the 2010 K-State Athletics Master Plan is nearing completion. The $15 million upgrade to Bill Snyder Family Stadium completes the northeast corner of the stadium and creates a 360-degree concourse that fully encloses the field. The project also includes a showcase stage for the nationally recognized Pride of Wildcat Land marching band. The 400-piece band has outgrown its current home located at the bottom of Section 26.
There's just not enough room. We're banging instruments up and busting things up, denting things. It's just uncomfortable and unsafe. This is pretty cool because it gives us some more room. The seats are wider, the cement stairs that were on the platforms are much wider. The width is there. That will allow us to set up the percussion stands and the drums and the player without having to go shoulder to shoulder and no moving, you can't move, that sort of stuff. So it'll be very good.
Phase 3B also includes equipment storage for the band, changing rooms for the Classy Cat dance team and the color guard, access to water fountains, electricity, and bathrooms.
I am so excited for our new seating. I think athletics and the contractors and everybody has given us a really great opportunity to really showcase the pride of the band and everything that we stand for.
Acoustically, the band's new location will ensure the entire stadium will be able to hear the band loud and clear. I got to experience the spring game with the Pride, and that new spot will suit this band just fine. For Channel 8 News, I'm Liz Heath.
That looks like a nice addition to the football stadium. The band will sound amazing up there, Avery.
Yeah, they are. They will, Callie. We have some breaking news to get to, and our weatherwoman, Catherine Curtis, is here as we do have a tornado warning for Riley County.
Yes, as our viewers can hear, the sirens are going off. We do have an effective tornado warning for Riley County. As you can hear, the sirens are going off again. We are experiencing hail, thunder, rain. The weather is definitely going crazy out there, guys. So make sure you guys know what your severe weather plan is going to be. As we are experiencing these conditions currently, and we do not know, how long or what the weather might go.
Yeah, I say, are we expecting more of these this afternoon into tonight?
It looks pretty large right now, but we don't know whether or not the system is going to dissipate. So we'll just keep you guys updated later in the forecast.
Thanks for that update, Catherine. Whenever we come back, we'll check back with weatherwoman Catherine Curtis, and we'll also have a chance to hear from our sports reporter, Andrew Shores. We'll be right back.
Around here, school pride isn't just some slogan on a t-shirt. It's the spirit that comes from understanding we are stronger when we're together. That's the essence of K-State Proud, a nationally recognized student-led fundraising campaign. In just 6 years, K-State Proud has helped raise more than $500,000 to help students who need it most and appreciate it best. Think of it as Philanthropy 101. K-State Proud. It's just one more way the Kansas State family treats one another, well, like family. Where there's a Wildcat, there's a way. Class, study. Class, eat. Play, play, play. Study. Class, chill. Class, eat, study, play, study. Sometimes it seems there just aren't enough hours in the day at our 3 campuses, so you have to make every minute count, especially those precious first few. That's why Kansas State alum Herbert Diamond invented the snooze alarm, a dorm room fixture. Because even when you can't wait to get started, sometimes it's nice to wait to get started. Where there's a Wildcat, there's a way.
Athletics were in full swing at K-State this weekend. Let's start our adventure through sports with the K-State Spring Game.
Suited up for the annual spring game at Bill Snyder Family Stadium. The game gives the crowd an opportunity to look at next season's unit and get excited. Fans this offseason have been left wondering who will be the starting quarterback in the fall. Juniors Joe Hubner and Jesse Ertz alongside freshman Alex Delton got to show off their stuff on a warm Saturday afternoon. Here we see a nice pass from Hubner to Goolsby to put a score on the board for the white team. And we also got to see transfer wide receiver Byron Pringle haul in a pass from Alex Delton. While the final score was 35-21 in favor of the purple team, head coach Bill Snyder had his own opinion on which group played better. The Wildcats will open the 2016-17 season on national TV as they take on Stanford University on Friday, September 2nd in California. While we may not know who will be playing the quarterback position, it is safe to say it will be a long summer of waiting for the return of K-State football. And a home crowd got to witness the baseball action. The Cats lost in extra innings on Friday night, but rebounded to win in convincing fashion on Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. Before severe weather clouded the Manhattan skies, KSU showed off their stuff at Toyton Family Stadium. The Bears were able to put 2 on the board in early innings, but right off here we see junior first baseman Jacob Scudder hit a nice double, putting K-State ahead 4-2. Freshman Josh Roulette knocked one out of the park in the bottom of the 6th inning to make the score 7-4 in favor of the Batcats. The Bears wouldn't be able to catch up to the red-hot Wildcat offense, and the Cats would win 10-4. The Wildcats are now 18-22 on the season and 5-10 in Big 12 action. They have now won 2 consecutive series for the first time since 2013.
The Wildcats were set for action tonight against Wichita State, but that game has been canceled due to the possibility of ongoing severe weather. They'll be back in the Little Apple tomorrow night for a one-off with the Grand Canyon Lobes before heading to Iowa City for a non-conference series with the Hawkeyes. This weekend, the Wildcats track team will be competing at the Rock Chalk Classic in Lawrence, and the women's tennis team begins the Big 12 tournament against the Iowa State Cyclones. We'll now send things back to the desk right here on Channel 8 News.
Thanks, Andrew, for that sports report. K-State hosted their annual baseball game event last Tuesday when the Wildcats went up against Nebraska. But they're not done spreading the message of philanthropy.
Channel 8's James Copeland is at Bosco Plaza telling us what is next for the organization.
Plaza celebrating Why I Give Week, and I've got Carolina Mack with us here today, and she's going to tell us about what this week is celebrating.
So Why I Give Week is put on by Student Foundation, a group that's really about fostering a philanthropic community here at K-State. So we've decided to take on this week, have different themes for each day: why I give, how I give, what I give, that sort of thing, and just encourage and foster a community that's really invested in philanthropic service, both on a university level, but also like on a community level. We have opportunities for students to become a part of a philanthropic or volunteer organization both on and off campus here. We're just getting those organizations exposure so students know that that's an opportunity for them.
And how can students get involved with this celebration?
So we actually are utilizing hashtags. We're trying to make it a very big social media campaign. So be on the lookout for those. Hashtag why I give, hashtag what I give, hashtag how I give, that sort of thing. But also come by the booth. Tomorrow we'll have a letter writing thing for Love Your Melon. So we're writing letters to children who are undergoing chemotherapy. So just a way to just invest in those around us.
Okay, well, I'm here in Bosco Plaza. Back to you.
Thanks, James. Now we bring back Catherine, who's here to tell us more about the weather update. Catherine.
The sirens have gone off, but that does not mean we're in an all clear. I strongly urge people to get home and take shelter. If you don't have a basement, go to the Union. We have a basement there. You need to take shelter. I would, strongly urge you to move to a safe place.
Thanks for that update, Catherine. That's all the time we have today on Channel 8 News. Tune in tomorrow afternoon for MHK All Day right here on Channel 8.
We'll be back here for the final Channel 8 episode tomorrow or next week at the same time, 3:30 p.m. That's all we have time for today. I'm about to go home and get in my basement right now.
Absolutely. Want
right
to
after we get off.
make sure you tune into your local stations to keep up to date with the weather, not only now, but as we roll on through the rest of the night. Thanks for watching. We'll be right back next week.
This is Channel 8 News.